All right, my name is Lydia Wright, and I'm here at Urban Ministries of Durham with Jessica, and I would like to ask her a few questions about working here at Urban Ministries. My first question is, what is the most rewarding thing about your job?
The most rewarding thing, obviously, is helping people. You have to have a good temperament to work here. You have to be ready for anything at any moment, and you have to want to help people because the nonprofit industry, the pay is not the best.
Yeah.
So the most rewarding thing is helping people, seeing people come in with nothing and knowing that you're going to help them get a home, you're going to help them get food, clothes, things that are simple to us, but to them, things that are needed. So that's the most rewarding.
All right, and what is the worst thing about your job?
The worst thing about it is you can't expect a thank you. A lot of times you do things for people and you might not get a thank you, or I needed that. Sometimes people are disrespectful, they're rude because of their situation. And
Wow.
when you have nowhere to sleep at night, nothing to eat, you're really not thinking about being polite all the time. So that's kind of understandable. When you're under a lot of stress, you're not thinking about your manners, you're thinking about, well, am I gonna? Yes. One of the most, the worst things is sometimes, hello, I'm grateful, but then that's the good part. Some people, they are good
go
people.
in and out.
Yeah, they are good people.
Do you think there is a solution to the homeless plight in America?
Ooh. Is there one solution? No. Is there a multifaceted solution that could be implemented to begin the process of ending homelessness? Yes. And it starts with individuals caring, and people not being selfish and understanding what you have, you could lose at any moment. It starts with people not judging others for what their situation is. So I feel like there's a solution, but it takes individuals, it takes our government being responsive. It takes a lot. So I think we can work on it. Mm-hmm. Hopefully in the future, perhaps a different presidency would lean more towards that.
That falls into the next question of what can you do to wipe out homeless in America?
But something individually y'all can do or people can do is donate. Donate to the shelters, donate food, clothing, donate your time. Get the word out about what you're doing, encourage other people to help. That's something that you can do to start wiping it out. You know, talk to people. Don't be afraid of people because they're on the street. I mean, don't just walk up on them, but
they're human just like us.
They're people like us. You're right.
Do you believe that some people put themselves in this predicament that they're in?
So people ask me this a lot. Sometimes people say, oh, they put themselves in this situation. Every single story is different. A lot of the people in this situation right now, they didn't plan on it. They were working 2-3 jobs, and it's just the cost of living is getting so expensive they can't make ends meet. Some of these people are married and their spouse dies and they end up here. So certain people, they're here because of the circumstances. There are certain people that I feel they contributed to them being in it because of addiction or their choices. But overall, people end up in this situation, I think, happenstance. They don't mean to. It's just circumstances that happen.
Okay. And if someone was seeking to start a homeless shelter, what advice would you give them?
I've been asked this a lot. The first thing I would say is research your area. Research the demographics, the need for the homeless shelter, and if there are already shelters and what they cater to, because shelters can be specific. Some for
children.
men,
I know
women,
to the women, the Durham Rescue Mission, that's straight women.
Mm-hmm. The Genesis Home, there's just different ones. So if you want to start one, that's great. But first, research your area. See if there's a need in that area. Maybe try to find an area there is not one first, and then start networking. Look up your 501c, look up your nonprofit, start researching, and then I think you could start your own shelter.
Well, thank you so much for interviewing with me,
Thank you.
Jessica.
Thank y'all for coming.
You're welcome.